Slightly echoey sound of a ship's horn, followed by the low hum of engines and the sound of water gently lapping against a hull. Have you ever wondered what it takes to park a colossal ship, a floating giant hundreds of thousands of tons heavy, with millimeter precision? It's not like parking your car at the mall. It's a high-stakes ballet of power, communication, and incredible skill. Welcome aboard as we take you onto the bridge and the mooring decks for a rare, real-time look at the final, critical moments of bringing a massive vessel alongside and securing it to the quay. This is where everything comes together. The long sea voyage is nearly over, but this is arguably the most intense part of the entire journey. One wrong move, one miscommunication, and the consequences can be catastrophic. We're talking about millions of dollars in potential damage to the ship, the port infrastructure, and the environment. But when done right, it's a masterpiece of maritime professionalism. We're now just meters away from the berth. The pilot, the master, the officers, and the deck crew are all in position, connected by radio, a symphony of experience about to reach its crescendo. The air is thick with anticipation. The main engine is stopped, and the powerful bow and stern thrusters are doing the delicate work, nudging this behemoth sideways, inch by inch, against the wind and current. On deck, the crew is ready, heaving lines in hand, prepared to connect this floating city to solid ground. Let's listen in as the final commands are given and the ship is made fast. Slight sound of a radio crackle, the first lines are ashore. These are the messengers, light ropes thrown or shot from the ship to the linesmen waiting on the pier. They will be used to pull the heavy mooring ropes, some as thick as your arm, from the ship to the shore. You can see the deck crew working with speed and precision, paying out the heavy synthetic or wire ropes from massive winches. Each of these ropes has a specific name and purpose: headlines, stern lines, spring lines, and breast lines. Together, they will form a web of strength, holding the ship securely in place against all forces of nature. The pilot is now giving the final orders to the tugboats and the ship's own thrusters, closing the last few feet of the gap. It's a gentle touch. You don't want to slam into the quay, you want to kiss it. The fenders on the quay side are compressing, absorbing the immense energy of the ship's final approach. It's a controlled contact, perfectly executed. Clear, authoritative voice, as if over a ship's radio system vessel alongside. Even spring lines and breast lines tight. Keep head and stern lines even tension. That's the pilot's command. Vessel alongside. The ship has made contact with the berth. Now, the real work of securing begins. The winches on deck are now growling to life, taking up the slack on the mooring lines. The command is specific, even spring lines and breast lines tight. The spring lines run diagonally from the bow and stern, and they are crucial for preventing the ship from moving forward or backward along the quay. The breast lines run almost perpendicular to the ship, pulling it tight against the fenders. Notice the pilot also said, keep head and stern lines even tension. This is vital for balance, ensuring the ship is held parallel to the dock and the load is distributed evenly across all the lines. It's a constant balancing act. Now the reports come back from the mooring stations at the bow and the stern of the ship. The officers in charge there are confirming they've carried out the pilot's orders. Radio crackle, different voice bow lines and forward spring tensioned, brakes applied. Radio crackle, a third voice stern lines, aft spring, and breast line tensioned, brakes applied. You heard it there. Tensioned, brakes applied. The winches have pulled the lines to the required tautness, and now the powerful winch brakes are engaged. These brakes can hold hundreds of tons of force. This is the mechanical muscle that will keep the ship pinned to the dock. The ship isn't fully secured yet, but the primary lines are set, and the vessel is held in position. This is a critical checkpoint in the operation. With the initial lines tensioned, the master of the ship now takes control of the final confirmation process. The pilot's job is to advise and guide the ship in, but the master always retains ultimate command and responsibility for the vessel's safety. He needs to personally verify from his officers that every single line is properly secured. Master's clear voice. Forward, confirm all lines fast. Forward officer's voice, all lines fast forward. Confirmed. The command is simple and unambiguous. All lines fast. This means all the designated mooring ropes at the forward part of the ship are now secured to the bollards on the quay, tensioned correctly, and their winch brakes are fully applied and holding. The confirmation is equally direct. All lines fast forward, confirmed. There is no room for doubt in this conversation. Master's voice aft, confirm all lines fast. Aft officer's voice, all lines fast aft, confirmed, and the same process is repeated for the stern. The master has now received positive confirmation from both ends of the ship. He has a complete picture. Every line is secure. The ship is no longer moving. It is now an extension of the land. This formal exchange is a cornerstone of bridge resource management, ensuring every step is verified and acknowledged. Now, we move to the final, official declaration. The officer of the watch, or OOW, has been keeping a meticulous record of the entire operation. This final step is for the official ship's logbook, a legal document that records every significant event. OOW's formal voice vessel all fast, time 10:32 hours logged. Master's voice confirmed. Vessel all fast, 10:32 hours, and there you have it. Vessel all fast. This is the official term that signifies the completion of the mooring operation. The exact time, 10:32, is recorded. From this moment on, the deck watch will be responsible for monitoring the lines, adjusting them for tide changes or passing ships, but the dynamic, high-risk phase of mooring is complete. The engine can be shut down, and the transition from a vessel at sea to a vessel in port is finalized. With the ship secure, the final piece of the puzzle can be put in place, allowing people and supplies to move between the ship and the shore. Pilot's voice, slightly more relaxed tone. Mooring complete. Gangway may be rigged when safe. Mooring complete. The pilot officially hands the ship back to the master. His job is done. The final instruction is about the gangway, the bridge connecting the ship to the dock. Safety is still the #1 priority. The crew on deck will assess the area, ensure everything is clear and stable, and only then will they rig the gangway. This is the gateway for the crew to finally step ashore, for port officials to come aboard, and for cargo operations to begin. So, from the initial approach to the final confirmation, you've just witnessed the intricate and disciplined process of mooring a massive ship. It's a testament to the training, communication, and teamwork that defines life at sea. A procedure repeated thousands of times a day in ports all over the world, but one that never loses its intensity or importance. It's a perfect blend of modern technology and age-old seamanship. Thank you for joining us on the bridge for this fascinating look into the world of maritime operations. If you found this as interesting as we did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into the incredible world of shipping. Until next time, stay safe and sail smooth.